All right. Welcome to Earth, everybody, for a brand spanking new episode of Welcome to Earth. Now, the listeners will not understand, the viewers won't even understand, that during the theme song there, we had our engineer, Josh, and he was grooving to the theme song.
I'd like to say thank you, though, because I cannot hear the intro music. It's playing through Josh's headphones. And
he was providing a service.
Exclusively. So,
yeah, he was providing a service, and he did his job. It was just very funny.
They call him the human beatbox.
Oh, my God, and he lived up to his reputation.
That's very true.
Have you ever beatboxed professionally?
Of course not.
Okay, well, maybe you should.
You say that like we...
I know, you said that, but I kind of don't believe you.
It's a shameable career. I was not going to shame you.
No.
That's enough.
All right. Well, we do have three very interesting guests that we're going to be talking to today. The first of which is a preschool teacher. Yeah, I feel like we should face each other a little bit.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
Because we're not across the street from each other anymore and staring, right at each other.
I don't want you crossing this line, though. You're kind of inching towards my space.
Nobody should cross the face. And for the audio listeners who are not watching the video, there is a pillow between us.
A pillow with a little face.
With a gigantic face.
I don't want to cause too much of a rift between the viewers and the listeners,
I think that there should be a war.
Oh, okay.
I will incite this war.
I think we need to have them first. I want to have them and own them first and be able to,
we certainly have
their souls.
We have some listeners. I don't know that we have any viewers.
Hell yeah.
But we will at some point, and I think that they should start a war.
Throwing up gang signs.
So we have very interesting guests.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Superb.
3 of them.
Fucking A.
Yeah. All right. So the first guest is going to be a preschool teacher named... Well, I'm not going to tell you yet. The second one is going to be a traveler and a writer whose name is, well, I'm not going to tell you yet. And the third one is an ideas man.
Okay.
So,
excellent.
Would you like very much to get to the first guest and we can talk to them?
Absolutely. I'm gonna run off stage and then stay there for a while.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm trying out a new bit where I leave right at the top of the show and see if you can do this without me.
Do you think it would look better for camera if I weren't wearing glasses?
I don't care.
Well, I do a little bit, so I'm going to take off my glasses.
The listeners are like, right now,
Well, I love the listeners. I know. I love the listeners, so I don't want to upset them necessarily, but you
should worry about upsetting me.
But the watchers they hate the listeners, and so for their sake, I'm going to leave all of this in.
I'm watching right now, and this doesn't make sense to me at all.
Yes, thank you, Josh.
All right, so why don't you run off camera real quick, and I will introduce a preschool teacher. Now, Billy Smart, would you please open the door to our pantry of guests and let out Mark Cuban? Mark Cuban, who is a preschool teacher, apparently. Mark... is this you, Mark?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay.
It's me, Mark Cuban.
I thought that you were a very, very tall, broad-faced billionaire.
Everybody says that to me.
Everybody calls you broad-faced?
Yeah, they're all like, you're the guy. No, you're not. Fuck you. And then I cry.
You don't have a broad face. Don't let them talk to you like that.
It's not about my broad face. It's everybody thinks I should be a billionaire, but I'm just a preschool teacher, and they make fun of me all day long for it.
Well, you do share your name with a very famous, probably one of the most famous billionaires in the world.
Is it?
Behind Elon Musk, behind Mark Zuckerberg, behind William Gates, Bill Gates.
I don't know any of these names you're saying.
Well, all right then. You know Mark Cuban though.
I don't. I'm just hearing about this that he's a billionaire.
So you're not related then?
No. Why? I have 2 names that are this sharing with him.
Maybe you were you're in the family, so you've got the Cuban name.
His last name isn't Mark Cuban.
Maybe it is, but maybe it's not. And maybe you share his last name, but you're like a distant cousin nephew.
Why are you talking about someone that's not me?
But I'm saying,
why are you making it about him?
Maybe you've got his last name because you're in the family, but you also have his first name because your father was like, I'm going to name you after him totally.
Maybe.
Because he had big aspirations for you.
Maybe.
He thought that you would be the next Mark Cuban.
It's not true. I never knew my father.
Well, maybe he thought that and you didn't live up to his expectations. So he left you behind. I'm so sorry, Mark.
Like everybody else, I thought I'd come on this podcast and maybe talk about myself for a while, but it's all about you should be a billionaire. You should be this. You should be that.
Well, I know. I am sorry. I don't mean to upset you, and I'm sorry that you've taken it so hard.
You immediately did the thing I said that upset me.
Yeah, I know.
You immediately went for it.
I did do that, and I feel bad about it. But at the same time, I felt like it was the logical place to go for an interview. So
Why? Just poke fun at my name. Just say, hey, you should be like this other guy. We like him better.
I know. No, it wasn't because of that. I didn't want to poke fun at you. It just felt. Oh no, you're crying again.
That's my secret.
You're always crying.
I'm always crying. I ran out of tears a long time ago.
You should drink some water.
No.
Would you like some water?
I'm okay.
Okay, because we have a boy, and he can go grab you some water.
You got a water boy?
We've got a water boy.
Oh, I don't believe in child labor.
Well, he's a man boy.
I don't believe it exists. I just believe in labor.
You don't believe that child labor can possibly exist?
I don't believe it exists. I just call it regular labor.
That's fair. So you don't think there's anything wrong with children?
I'm not ageist. I put all of the children in my preschool, I put them to work.
Right. Okay. So in other words, you are absolutely fine with children doing hard work in the mines of Moria or otherwise. Put it stitching together shirts, shoes.
Oh no!
Putting iPhones together, jumping out of the window because their labor conditions are so miserable. Suicide nets have been installed. You're fine with all of that.
No.
You and Mark Cuban, I think, would get along. I think he's fine with that too.
No, I'm saying I'm not fine with it. Why are you saying you brought up Mark Cuban again? That's my name.
Gee, all right. Well, I'm sorry, Mark. I'm not going to say your last name anymore because I feel like even your last name is a sore subject for you.
It's just my name. Just don't bring up the other guy. You bringing up the other guy. You just ask me about me. You're not asking me about me.
Wait, do you become the other guy when you become sad? Like super sad? Do you turn into the other Mark Cuban with the broad face?
No, I don't turn into him. That's not who I am.
All right, well. Hey, that would have been pretty funny.
You keep bringing him up and I don't like it.
All right, sorry. Well, tell me. No, don't cry. Look, I understand that. Whoa, that's a weird face. What are you doing? You okay? You all right?
I'm okay.
All right. So, what is your problem?
I was born way too old. When I was born, I was like 14, and I came out of.
Damn, man, you ripped your mother to pieces.
Yep.
Shit.
Yep, and I never knew my father.
For years, you were like the year before, you were 13.
Yep.
And you were just inside of your mother. I guess she must have been dead at that point.
No, I had 2 legs out already by that point, and I was kind of.
Can you imagine the scene?
I was picking up the weight at times, carrying her around. I didn't know where I was going.
You had long legs for a 13-year-old.
Long legs, yep.
I'm just imagining a woman walking along and her jeans are split in the middle, and 2 legs are coming out of her crotch and helping her walk along.
I had to go to school.
Yeah, you can't miss out on your education.
Like that.
Yeah, and so would she answer questions? Would you like whisper things to her? Could she hear you? And then she would answer for you in class?
She would, I hadn't learned to read or to talk or to write. Or
of course.
To speak.
Were your arms out?
But I could. No, my arms were tucked in like I was going down one of those slides.
A luge.
Yeah, a luge, exactly.
Yeah.
See, we're on the same
jiving.
page.
We're jiving.
We're fucking gelling, bro.
Yeah.
But she would swallow in Morse code. she'd swallow.
So wait,
and tell me the thing. I learned Morse code.
Yeah, you learned Morse code. I don't know how you did that without having first learned Morse code.
They tapped it like through my feet.
And she couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, but can I ask you why you couldn't hear things that were happening on the outside world?
I couldn't hear. Because my hands, at half the time I had my arms up like I was going down a log bloom, and the other half I had my hands against the side of my head like la 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 la, so I couldn't hear anybody.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I was plugging them.
That's a good explanation. That's fine.
Fucking justification is my strong suit.
Yeah, okay.
I'll justify anything.
So when you were 13, you're going to school, you're still inside your mother, legs sticking out, but you know Morse code, so you're taking in information. You turn 14, I guess on your birthday, literally.
Yeah.
When do you consider your birthday if you were never born until 14? So how did you know that you were 13 at 13? Because there was no first day.
I've never had a birthday.
No!
I've never in my life had a birthday.
That's terrible.
Can we have my birthday today?
Well, I don't have any of the tools and equipment. I don't have like candles, cake, cards, presents. I can say happy birthday to you if that helps.
Please say happy birthday to me.
Okay. Is that because today marks the occasion that you ripped yourself out of your mother's pussy?
Well, that was just a vulgar way to say that.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's what happened.
Don't talk about my mother that way.
You ripped yourself out of your mother's pussy.
I know I killed her, but you can't talk to her like that.
I thought I was talking to you. Is she here with us?
She's here with
can
us
you
right
see?
now.
Can you see her?
I came right here. You can talk to my mom. She's right here.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
There's nobody there.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's hearing her.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, he's insane. This is.
What a hoot.
Yeah. What did she
She's a
say?
fucking doll.
What'd she say?
What do you mean? You didn't hear her?
I couldn't hear her.
Well, I don't want to.
Stop chuckling.
She keeps making jokes.
What? Tell me one of her jokes.
You gotta
It better be a
stop,
fucking kick-ass
Mom.
knock knock.
It was an inside joke.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't understand.
But she said sauerkraut.
Yeah, I'm sure it was funny if you knew the context. Okay, so.
Wait.
Yeah.
She told me that I can't trust. Sorry, hold on. I'm gonna do a sidebar.
Okay, for the
I can't.
audio listeners,
I can't trust them.
he's leant over the couch.
Why
and
can't
he's
I trust them? It's a
off
podcast.
frame.
They've got nobody listens. It's not like they're gonna like.
Well, some
I
people
can't say
listen.
anything bad about them.
Nobody watches yet, but people listen.
Oh, you want me to kill him?
No, don't. What?
I can't kill him. I'm just a sad little man. I'm so sad. I came on to talk about my new school procedures, and you want me to kill him? Okay.
Mark. Hey, Mark. Can I?
What is it?
First of all, happy birthday.
Oh, this is so hard.
I just want to say that I have really loved having you as a guest. You're a good guy. And I think we're friends now, right? Yeah. So I think that we should definitely do this again in the future after today. So
What's that, Mom? She said there won't be another time after today.
she said that.
She said that.
Uh-huh. Is there a particular reason that she gave? Whoa, put the knife down.
Okay. Sorry. I'm
right.
getting conflicting instructions right now.
Well, I'm glad that you at least followed mine. That was pretty nice.
We're friends, aren't we?
We are friends. And your mother, I think, listen, this is going to be really hard to hear.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. And you spent the first 13 years of your life with your hands on your ears.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot of things were hard.
you're
to hear, I
inexperienced,
get it.
yeah. I think your mom is not real. I think what you're talking to is a figment of your imagination.
You don't believe in ghosts?
No, I believe in ghosts. We've got a ghost that lives in the hallway over here, and he's a very interesting fella. But I don't see your mother. So unless she is a ghost that only presents herself to you, I think that this is a figment of your imagination and maybe something that you need to reconcile with. Was there something traumatic that happened other than ripping her apart by her pussy when you were born?
She said, oh, okay. She said that's cool, actually.
Oh, really? She's cool with that?
So, Ma. Okay, that's strange. Hold on, but I have to work here. I said my thing was justification, so let me work on this. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
I see her
Yes.
still because maybe a piece of me died with her, you know?
I think what...
Maybe that's why I'm always sad.
Well, that may be. Like, you may be sad and depressed because you killed your mother by her pussy, and you don't have a father. You never knew your father, I guess.
I didn't know. Will you be my dad?
I am not equipped to be a father. I'm sorry.
Okay. Like, you don't have a fanny pack?
No, I don't have a fanny pack. I don't have a jean jacket.
Reebok sneakers?
Don't have white Reebok sneakers.
Okay, and you don't have long socks?
I don't have long white tube socks. I don't have any of the tools to be a father.
Like
I'm sorry.
Power saw?
I don't have a power saw.
Do you don't have a power saw?
I don't have a power saw.
How do you build things?
Well, I'm not a father, so I don't build things. I am in entertainment. You see these lights, there's camera, soundboard, microphones. I'm in entertainment. So I am an immature man-child who has not yet learned to deal with things with the level of responsibility needed to raise a child.
My mom wants me to kill you.
Yeah.
Do you want me to or no?
I'd prefer it if you didn't.
Okay, but I'm not gonna do it, Mom. Get out of here. Go! I don't want her anymore. Go! Oh, she's going. Okay.
Wow.
That was really easy.
You guys are both so agreeable.
She like picked up her, she said she's going to Target. Why is she going to Target? What's the Target for her?
I don't know. Are you concerned about that, though? Do you think she's going to get into trouble there?
No, I need Target. I need stuff from Target.
Oh, do you need to go with her?
Okay, I guess I'll go with her. No, don't leave me.
Okay, well,
Don't go.
see you, Mark Cuban. Well, Mark Cuban has left the studio after his mother.
You think he ever was going to tell us what his preschool itinerary was?
We never really did get to that part of his deal, but I like to think that he'll come on again, and we'll know more about his adventures or misadventures as a preschool teacher.
While he was talking, I looked it up on Google, and apparently you can be a teacher with schizophrenia. So I mean, it seems fine.
That's allowed?
Yeah, it's allowed.
Well, that is scary for the children of America. But oh, hello.
Hey,
Roberto.
What's going on?
I can tell because you don't have a hood.
Okay, good. Yeah. Me, classically, I never wear a hood.
You will never wear a hood. You'll never
catch me with a hood.
That's right. So, did you hear any of what just happened?
Lots of wailing.
There was wailing. There was gnashing of teeth.
Yeah.
Rending of garments.
It was not agreeable to begin with, and then it got more agreeable, and then a little bit confusing, and then progressed towards a.
My life was
finish.
threatened several times, so less than totally agreeable.
I don't care.
Well, why? We're partners in this. We're brothers. You should care that someone wants to kill me, potentially.
I don't know. I just feel like we're safe on this couch. Like no matter what happens.
This is the safe couch?
It's a safe space, yeah.
That's what we should call this podcast, the safe couch.
Safe couch.
Nothing bad can happen on the couch? No, you don't like it?
We're workshopping new titles.
Behind the curtain a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I think safe couch may not be the one that's going to replace Welcome to Earth.
It seems like a weird casting couch situation.
It does. This is the safe couch. Nobody's
safe couch. Nobody's even going to look at
No
you.
secrets leave the safe couch.
It kind of does seem like an anti-comedy type casting couch. We should do a safe couch, and it's just people talking about like being virgins.
Yeah, this is a safe couch. You can talk about any secrets you want here.
Okay, well, great. Do we want to take a break? I don't know where we're at.
Sure, we can take a break. So when we return from the break, I guess we have no more Mark Cuban to hear from. Maybe he'll come back after he's done shopping at Target with his mother. Yeah. But we do have coming up a traveler and a writer. And following that, we have an ideas man. So stick with us. We'll have more with Welcome to Earth.
Josh for the visual cue. I fucking love this man doing our sound engineering. We just got off the phone with Mark Cuban, a professional crybaby. And up next, we're going to have Mulgrave is a traveler / writer. So, ladies and gentlemen, Billy Smart, if you wouldn't mind opening the door and letting Mulgrave in the room. Come on in, man.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Have a seat on the couch.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Doing all right. All right.
Thank you so much for
like
having
your
me.
Outfit, shades inside, bold choice.
Well, you see, I've just had such a hard life. I've blown out my irises.
You've blown.
I blew out my irises.
Before we move on, I want a clarification.
Yeah, that's right.
So you've worked so hard. What was it that you've done so hard?
I've lived so hard.
You've lived so hard, you blew out your
I
iris.
blew out my dang irises.
Are you looking at bright things?
Yeah. You know,
It's the most boring of the options I could have given you, but I know it's just.
well, that's only one of the reasons it happened. Give me some more options.
Were you staring straight at the sun?
I stared at the sun at least once or twice, probably more like 5 times.
But you can still see me if I give you visual cues, like.
Oh, with the shades on, yeah, these are
They
prescription.
can help you out. All
I
right,
won't be
excellent.
able to see anything if I take them off.
Okay. With that, I understand. Kind of a weird reverse situation going on.
It'll
but,
just be a blinding white light. Yeah.
Oh yes. Well, we don't want to see those. So it says here you're a traveler and a writer. What is it that you? Where do you travel and what do you write about?
Oh man, you see, I'm only 30 years old,
Oh God.
but I sound like this.
Poor guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I sound
30.
like this.
That's so old.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. I'm just like a little grossed out.
I know. Yeah,
Really?
30 years old, if you can believe it. I'm
Yeah.
ancient,
You sound good.
so maybe I
for
don't.
30, I guess you.
I
Sound
don't
good?
need any justification for the way I sound.
No, not really.
At 30, everybody sounds a bit like this. I
Yeah.
sound good for my age.
Yeah, a little bit weary. Yeah, you only
That's
got a couple
right.
years left.
Yeah, I'm on my way out.
I haven't updated my science since like the Bible, so I'm assuming you're about at the end of your life.
That's right, I'm an elder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you. Have any wisdom? What do you write about?
Well, you see, I do write about my wisdom.
Oh, okay.
I'm a memoirist. It's kind of like a rum diary situation.
Rum diary?
Yeah. Or Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. You ever heard of that one?
No, I don't really.
Well, maybe when you get close to 30, you'll
Oh, God forbid.
it'll never happen,
It'll
I'm
never
sure.
happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the jet off Earth before then.
Off the side of the earth. Have you ever been to the edge of the earth?
The edge of the Earth? No.
I've
Wait,
been.
Are you telling me that the Earth is flat right
The
now?
earth is flat. People don't want you to think that, but honestly, NASA is an entire conspiracy. There's really only 5 people that work there.
Before we get too off the rails,
Yeah.
does this have anything to do with what you write about? Your memoirs?
Well, of course, because I've been to the edge of the
You're
earth.
a traveler, of course.
I
can
have
put the
traveled
pad away.
to the ends of the earth.
Ends
There's a
what?
reason that's an expression. Because the end of the earth actually exists. And I've been to it.
You say ends as if there are multiple.
There are
Is
4 ends. There are 4
You're
corners.
saying Earth is a square, like it's Minecraft?
Earth is a symmetric square.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate it. So what?
And the edge is where you wouldn't expect it to be, since Saudi Arabia. There's one corner in Saudi Arabia,
Okay.
like dead center of
I'm gonna
Saudi
try not to
Arabia.
visualize it too hard, because I feel like we're gonna run into just like describing things. But I assume what
Well,
you're saying makes sense.
It does.
That's good.
The map of the earth that you've always seen is not laid out properly.
Well, I've heard that, but I've heard it's for a different reason. I've heard it's because they made it too round. The Earth is actually kind of like weird and globular.
But it's not. It's flat. Is
Well,
what I'm
I don't
telling
know.
you.
That's just one man's opinion.
Well, I'm telling you, this isn't my opinion, though. I have been to the ends of the earth.
What-
I have looked off the side, and you want to know what's out in the empty space to the linear opposite of the earth.
Well, you asked me what I want to know is there, and you just called it empty space.
But there's more than just emptiness.
Oh, really?
That's right.
Whoa.
There's this weird stuff that looks like red candy growing on the side. Like if you're on the earth right here and they're at a right angle to the earth, if you look down, there's like red shit growing on the side.
Like Twizzlers growing off the edge of the earth.
It looks like it. I don't think it actually is. I haven't been bold enough to try
You
any.
didn't taste it? You didn't taste
I
it?
didn't because I thought it would kill me. I was also high on butterfly juice at the time.
So what is butterfly juice?
Well, it's a very experimental drug. Comes from South Korea. And the first time I was in South Korea, I was just bumming my way through. I didn't have any
Selling
place to
your butt
go.
for money.
I saw this child sitting in a like abandoned alleyway. He was playing a Game Boy.
And this is South Korea. That makes sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. It was 2013.
Still makes sense. South Korea. Yeah, retro kind of.
I guess, but he was playing a Game Boy.
Josh,
Do you know how much those are worth on the black market?
13 middle school? I probably had a Game Boy. Oh God, I just aged myself here. But again, I'm very young.
But
Not as old as you.
No, you're not
Nowhere
yet
near-
30 years
nowhere
old.
Near as old. I mean, God, I can't imagine.
Is there any reason you're giving me so much grief for my age?
Just thought it was funny. And
Not for me, it hurts.
It's not. Oh, I'm sorry.
Deep in my soul, it hurts.
Well, I mean, you lived clearly a long, lovely life.
Well, I'm glad the last adjective was so nice. Yeah, it's been a good life. I stole this kid's Game Boy.
Oh. Why?
Because
You
it's
don't need
worth
it.
so... Well, I was high on butterflies at the time.
Yeah.
And I knew how much it was worth, but I got sucked into playing the little Bugs Bunny game he had on there.
Is it Bugs Bunny game?
There was a bug. It doesn't
Is it
matter.
Space Jam 2?
No, it's just Looney
This time
Tunes.
it's Michael Jordan. Just
That was
kidding.
the
That's
very first one.
This time it's LeBron James.
So anyway, no, but it was there in South Korea that I discovered the butterflies. I was just cruising down the street, stole this kid's Game Boy, and I was trying to sell it for money, but this dude gave me butterflies instead. And I like to have new experiences.
Wait,
So I was like,
you were looking for butterflies and he just gave it to him anyway. You were looking for money to buy butterflies.
I
and
was
create
looking for
butterflies.
money to buy anything.
Oh, okay, and he gave you.
But I
butterflies.
found this guy who was only giving butterflies away.
And you're like, that's a good deal.
I was like, I try to have new experiences, and that's the weirdest exchange I've ever heard of. And he didn't
You
actually.
stealing a kid's Game Boy is probably the weirder in 2013. Probably a weirder exchange.
Well,
That's great.
I was high on not having slept for a while.
Okay, yeah.
So I wasn't thinking too clearly. So I took the Game Boy and then I took the butterflies. This is a good exchange in my opinion. He didn't actually tell me what to do with the butterflies. I think he was just a collector and these were rare butterflies.
Oh, okay. That makes
But I
sense.
ate them.
I don't know why you do that. Like even from a you were hungry point of view, not a lot on those bones.
I was hungry, but I was also tired.
That doesn't help. That's not one more reason. Like tired doesn't add to the reasoning behind.
You
wanting to eat some
misunderstand. I
butterflies.
was so tired that I couldn't see straight.
Oh, you thought they were sausages or something, right?
I was like, this seems so reasonable to do.
There was a hot dog across the street and you couldn't see straight, so you thought you were biting the hot dog.
I had one of those hungry visions when I looked at the butterflies. They turned into
They
hamburgers.
turned into hamburgers and you took a bunch of bites,
Yeah.
and they were already dead. Correct? These butterflies were long gone.
I
off into
can't
the astral
truly
plane.
remember because after that, my world went sideways.
Oh no!
Yeah, and I started walking.
Immediately.
Yeah, immediately. This is probably one of the most intense hallucinogens a human
Wow.
being can take.
Josh, would you mind looking up if there are butterflies that are hallucinogens? Because if there's not, that means you discovered a brand new butterfly and we should name it after
I
you.
think I did, yeah.
Mulgrave or whatever. The
Mulgrave. I think we should name these the Mulgrave butterflies.
Where'd you get your name from? Sounds like a wizard name.
I've heard this before.
You've heard that you sound
That
like
it's a wizard name. I was named Mulgrave by my parents, and I think they did it on an LSD trip
Oh,
while
big
they
drug
were
fan.
fucking.
Whoa.
Every time they fuck, they come up with the name of a child. Just in case
Just
they
in
get
case it
pregnant.
comes around.
And they estimate which one of the fuck sessions
Yeah.
conceived the
'Cause
child.
They do it a lot.
And they determined that session was Mulgrave.
So they just kind of choose like a loose assortment of noises to make a
It
name?
may have been, yeah. I've
Mulgrave.
never been a part of their session.
No, but you know a lot about they after the fact they had to explain how you got your name.
Yeah, I asked them, and they were like,
You're
"Yep."
like, that sounds like a wizard name.
They said mid-March we were fucking, and we decided Mulgrave was a perfect name for the March rains.
Oh, March rains. Well, I know a lot about rain. Let me tell you, it always comes down, never goes back up.
It also happens down in Africa.
I almost busted out into song, man. Don't do that to me.
Well, you could go ahead and sing. I don't mind.
I bless the rains down in Africa.
Oh man, that was so good. Do you want to try Butterfly?
No, I'm trying to buy. No, I got a show to run. We can't. I can't try.
Are you sure? Because I do actually have several in my pocket
You
here.
can't be peddling drugs here.
I'm not peddling because I'm not selling any. I'm just offering them freely here.
Yeah, but the first one is.
You want a Butterfly, boy?
The first one's free.
Just letting you know, 2CB fly, which is a butterfly drug, is illegal in Latvia, and that's it.
Legal only in Latvia.
Illegal in Latvia.
Oh, only illegal in Latvia. And okay, interesting.
So it's legal here. Do you want to try my Butterfly?
I don't. I really don't.
Well,
I
give
got
it
the
back to
show.
me then. What are you
Said
doing
it's
with it?
free.
Well, it's free if
You
you're
said
going to
it's
use it.
free.
It's free if you're going to use it, but I don't want you to just
I
take
will
my.
use it, not now. I love drugs. Drugs are yummy.
All right, fine. Well, if you don't
We
mind,
can
I'm gonna.
bond over drugs, man. I love drugs.
Well, here, let me take my Butterfly, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
all right?
actually, I'd love you. Actually, so much crunching. Butterfly. It feels like that's something you could do with your tongue, you know? Oh, you're already
man.
sideways. You're already going
Oh
totally
my
sideways.
God.
Oh my god.
Who decided to put this couch sideways in this room?
That was
Oh.
Zach, actually. I thought that would be a good idea.
I don't think it was proper.
Yeah, okay. That's
You-
fine. I don't care
you're-
what you think, really.
All right, you're not going to defend the decision or anything?
Turn the couch sideways? Sure, I mean, it's nice. Don't you like the backdrop?
These French doors, I think they're pretty good.
Don't-
It makes a really nice backdrop.
It does, doesn't it? I'm
It
glad
kind of
you-
makes
I'm
it
glad
look
you
like a
think so.
set.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Really, almost.
But just it up more than it would have if it were just a plain white
You
wall.
got really meta when you took this butterfly.
Oh, I get
Are
really
you seeing
in
into the metaverse?
No, but I can see concepts. I can see things like if you were to rearrange this room, I think I would put the camera on the ceiling.
No. You're crazy. That's a crazy thing to do.
All right.
I'm gonna be very calm because I'm worried that if I get too amped up, your drug-addled brain is gonna. How long does butterfly?
Have you
brain
never
last?
heard anything about like maintaining the energy in the room?
Maintaining the well, yeah, I can maintain the energy in the room, but I don't know what butterfly brain is like. Let me tell you,
It's pretty wild, man.
It's
I
wild?
think you should try some.
I can try. How long
Take
does it
a butterfly for God's sake.
How long does it last?
I don't know. I don't stop.
Well, I have another seg. Okay, fine, I'll take it. But if I have to leave for this third segment, I'm blaming it on you, and you got to defend. Zachary's off walking in circles. All right, I told him to walk for this. Oh, I told him to
I
walk
handed
in
him a
600
butterfly
What?
right before I walked over here.
Okay, he better be ready by this. Because if I take one and he takes one, we're both out for the count. We're not going to be able to finish.
I think
5
Josh will have to hold down the show. That might be
How
something
does he
that'd
know
be
my
funny.
name?
How do you know, Josh?
You're wearing a name tag,
Oh, that is true.
You're wearing a name tag and a shirt that says Josh.
and you said it to me as I walked over. You whispered it.
Hey, before you take the butterfly, just a little bit of information.
Sure, on the plate would say, "Am I reading this out loud?"
You don't have to.
I mean, I don't know if this helps. Josh is kind of blowing up your spot here.
I was gonna say this is a weird interview.
Well, no, I mean, it's less of an interview, more of a kind of experience that we offer here. It's like a roller coaster, kind of a Disney parks thing. It says 2CB flight does not come from butterflies. It's just a drug. I don't think what you're handing me. I don't think what you're handing me actually comes from butterflies. It is called bee fly.
I never said that what he was writing down was from my butterflies. That was his claim, not mine.
Are they in butterfly form when you?
These are live butterflies that eventually die when you chew on their heads.
Just their heads.
Well, they
Wait,
probably die if
they
you.
die when you chew on their heads.
They probably die if you chewed
makes
on any
sense.
other part of their
That
body
definitely
as
makes
well,
sense.
because it
All
would
right.
mangle them
I'll take butterfly.
irreparably.
I'll take a butterfly, but if I get weird,
I hope you do. I hope it loosens you up.
okay, fine.
All right.
Boom. Whoa.
So anyway, yeah, when I take drugs, sometimes I take too many butterflies, and I end up staring into the sun or other bright light sources because I feel like I can see into the other side. You know what I mean?
Wait, is that like a moth thing? Am I gonna turn into a moth and be attracted to light? Whoa, it's not working. I don't feel anything right now. Does it take some time? I'm trying to like make weird noises to make it take effect.
So you were just faking all that?
Well, that was me, like, you know how like you're trying to make yourself vomit. I'm seeing purple. Wait, a splash of cream. There's walls. It's working now. I'm not faking this part.
Oh, good. I'm glad you at least
that
had the
you?
presence of mind to look over at me and tap me on the shoulder to tell me.
This is you, right?
That's me.
Your shoulder feels strong.
Well, there's muscle in it.
There's muscle behind there. What else you keep back there? What else you keep up in there?
It's really just that. There are bones in there as well.
How do you do this every day, man? Wake up,
And have
walk
a
to the
shoulder.
store, call your friend and tell him you'll be there soon.
I really feel like this interview's gone off the rails.
You gave me drugs.
I thought you'd be able to hold yourself together
You gave me hard drugs that
And
you compared to LSD.
and conduct an interview, maybe a little bit more out there, but still an interview.
Okay, why do you think we're here on this planet?
Oh, there you go. Why do I think we're here?
Yeah.
Well, I think I have to tie it together with the visions I've seen when I've looked into the sun. You know,
You're
I've
married?
I am not married.
Okay.
I had a long-term girlfriend, but we saw each other so infrequently. We'd both go on different drug trips to different corners of the earth, and we'd come back in Missouri to compare notes.
Compare notes about your drugs?
About the trips that we'd gone on. Spiritual trips, but also physical ones, what we'd seen on other parts of the world. But both things that we had in common was when we stared into the sun, we would see these ethereal beings that they had beautiful hair, weird little like light wreaths on their heads, but their titties were out.
Oh, nice.
Always the titties were out. This is what she said as well. And I don't really know how to reconcile this other than saying that it's probably some sort of deity.
The titties?
Yeah.
Is this,
So while we're here, I think it must be something to do with that.
is this doing anything for you?
For the audio listeners, Roberto is wiggling his hand around in midair, wondering if it's anything.
It's not me. There's a little man in there.
There's a man in your hand?
Yeah, he's controlling it.
I think you might be having a weird trip.
Really?
What's the name of the man in your hand?
His name is Rico.
By the way, what I'm doing right now is how an interview is conducted. I'm asking you questions about what you're doing and experiencing.
Well, you gave me hard drugs.
So I'm on these hard drugs too.
Yeah, but you're an experienced man. You can't give me drugs and then say be normal.
He's an experienced old man.
Do you have an antidote? Fix me, because I don't
I
want
do have an antidote just in case things get weird.
Please.
Here,
You begged me to do this.
take the blue vial. Wait, don't take it all though.
I just drank it all.
You're gonna be way too normal now.
I'm gonna be so normal.
Give me the vial back.
It's gone.
You ate the vial
I ate
as
the
well.
whole vial.
Jesus Christ, you're gonna be so normal.
What do you mean? This is what I'm always like. It's a pleasure having you on the podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for being here. You're
Thank
a very
you.
wizened man and clearly have a lot of experience in the
think
things
I
that you
am.
do.
I've got many experiences. I've gone to the edges of the earth.
Is there something that you're looking forward to doing in the next chapter of your life? In the next chapter of your travels, what do you want to get up to?
Well, obviously, I'm very close to death, so I think I'm gonna
I
have
wouldn't say that.
my
No.
Well, you're very sweet
You're
for
a young
saying
man,
it, though.
yes.
You're very sweet for saying so, but I am 30, so
Oh,
mathematically, I am near the end.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's awfully old.
It is. Yeah, so I think for my final trip, I'm gonna go to the extreme opposite corner of Saudi Arabia, which is Japan.
Excuse me? That doesn't sound right.
It is, yeah. So
Wow.
I'm going to go to Japan, and that may have to be my final trip.
Oh,
But
no.
Japan is the final frontier, and these will be my voyages.
Oh, that's famous what you're saying right there. Is there muscle behind?
It's the second time you've poked my shoulder.
You're just so strong.
Well, I usually when I make my trips across the oceans, I climb up the rigging. I like to have the authentic pirate experience.
Yeah, you do seem like the pirate type.
I want to be up in the bird's nest.
Yeah. Up in the bird's nest. So is that a real thing that they do on the pirate ships?
Absolutely, someone's got to be up there to look through the eyeglass.
And just be like,
Land ho!
go that way. Yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, like, if you're now this is a secret I want to ask of you.
All
As
right.
somebody that's been on a pirate ship and traveled the oceans.
Yeah.
So you're saying that the people up there, can't you just say there's land in every direction? Like, go to any ocean, put yourself like on any map, go any map. Look at this map that's in front of us. You just throw a dot on any of the oceans, and pretty much in any direction there's land. So you don't really need that job, do you?
No, because the globe is not a globe, is it?
It's flat.
So if you go off in a certain direction, if you sail in one weird
sure.
direction, you're gonna fall off.
Is there water dripping off the edge of the earth?
Yeah, there are waterfalls
There's a water,
almost every direction.
water crisis. Do you think there's an under like the bottom side of the coin, like a dark side of the moon situation, dark side of the earth?
Well, the planet is actually a cube. We live on one side of it.
I'm trying to be normal. What the fuck? A cube?
Do you need another blue vial?
Cube?
Yeah, it's
Give
a
me the
cube.
normal juice or I'm gonna freak my fucking lid right now.
My news was so blown to your mind that you need another blue
I'm
vial.
busting through this fucking normal. You got me tripping again, bro. What?
It's a cube, yeah. It's made of layers of flesh.
What?
You wouldn't have thought so, but it's made of layers of flesh. And if you dig too far down, you'll actually injure the planet.
Hey, Mulgrave.
I mean, that sounds right.
Yeah.
On your last trip to Japan, are you gonna try that red-looking Twizzler fruit at all?
Oh, yeah.
I think maybe on my deathbed I'll have them bring me some of that. It does look delicious, but at the same time, I think it's made of solid crystal or some kind of evil stone.
Probably valuable.
It's probably some sort of evil stone made by a dark god.
So, not to like ask too many questions of what's been
I think the
happening.
planet is actually made of a dark god.
I see. You just added one more thing to go. I'm very so it's either so where you said I like icicles like dripping off the side. If it's a cube, can you walk over the corner onto the other side, or are we stuck? And then you said layers, and then you said flesh, and now you're saying dark god. Are you on drugs right now?
Well, first of all,
Are you on drugs right now?
First of all, yes, I am on drugs.
We're gonna have to call the
I
coppers.
don't think we can believe a single thing he's saying.
No, but I think what I'm saying is all of these things are true at the same time.
I think you got lost in Saudi Arabia on drugs for several years, man.
Yeah, it did. It was great.
I believe that, but I don't know if you've
It
been
was
on
fucking
any other
great,
travels.
man.
I don't think
Have
you've
you ever
on,
been to Saudi Arabia?
You are pale. You're so pale. I don't think you do much traveling. I think you were there once, and it felt like.
Look, once I color grade this video, I'm not going to be pale anymore. It's going to look good.
Oh, are we hiring you to do our color grading?
Zach
now
asked me to
also?
do it because he doesn't like doing it.
Zach, stop walking in circles over there. Is that true?
Yeah. What?
I don't think you can hear me.
But I bet Saudi Arabia is amazing. There are
I believe
the
that.
cop cars are Lamborghinis.
Is it?
That's just a side
Wow, I mean,
point.
that's
true
awesome.
though.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
But
That's
look,
a little excessive.
if you dig too far down, you do hit flesh. We did an archaeological dig in Saudi Arabia.
Who's
I
we?
was traveling with a band of traveling archaeologists. We were digging to find god
Traveling
bones.
archaeologists, like
Yeah.
it's a circus. You just walk around and dig holes.
People pay us to dig in various places. They'll watch us do it.
I would actually watch a group of people dig a hole.
We have dug down and we found the god flesh.
What?
And if you dig too far, we
don't
make
wanna
it bleed.
know.
You know what? That's what oil is, by the way.
God blood.
It's God blood. And if you dig too far down, you make him bleed. And he doesn't like that. He finds everybody. He recognizes everybody who makes him bleed. And he'll make them pay in the end.
I can't tell how much of this I should be taking seriously.
I think you should take it all seriously. That's why we need to switch to electric cars.
Okay.
Because if we stay on gas guzzling cars, we're going to be making the God angry, and we're all going to have to go into his eternal pit on the other side of the cube.
You heard it here first. We should transition to more sustainable energy, or else we'll make the dark God blood flesh monster within the earth angry.
He's not a monster. I wouldn't say that. He's a good God. We should all care about what he thinks, though, because he will make us pay.
And it's $2 an hour
to get
of your sins. That's what I heard. Apparently, though, is like for every hour that you sin, it's only $2.
Is that true?
Yeah, inflation doesn't actually change anything.
Oh, that's so good to know.
Yeah.
Because I still travel from time to time with this the archaeologists.
Yeah.
And I think our next trip's going to be to Japan. We're going to be digging in Mount Fuji.
Digging to it? You can just walk there.
No, we're going to be going to the top of it and digging directly down.
Fuji in Japan? Am I tripping?
Yeah, it's in Japan.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
We're going to be digging from the top of it all the way down. And basically, we're going to be live streaming this event, seeing how quickly we can get to blood and flesh.
Well, shouldn't you go to the lowest valley then? If you're trying to get...
Yeah, if we want a pussy challenge, we're trying to do something interesting.
Thousands of feet extra to dig.
That's
on
right.
A national
that's
park,
right.
By the way, on a park.
Look, these are professionals. We know what we're doing. We're going to be able to do it. So visit our website. Go to travelingmisfits.fuckingkickassbitches.com. We're going to be digging from the top of Mount Fuji all the way to the God flesh. And when we make him bleed, we're all going to be paying. But it's worth it because it's fucking rad, dude.
And hell yeah. I can dig this guy, yeah.
And I think this is how I'm going to go out.
Oh, you're dying.
Oh, yeah, I'm 30 years old, dude.
Are you dying right here, right now?
Well, I'm getting close. I think I've got a couple more years. When I get to about 32,
yeah,
that's when it's over for me.
Too old, yeah. Okay, you guys heard it here first. That's Mulgrave. He's gonna be climbing to the top of Mount
Fuji. Did I hear someone making fun of 32-year-olds?
Yeah. So he's gonna be digging at the top of
I
Mount.
think Zach's complaining from the other room. He doesn't like all this.
He's like 29.
I think he told me he's 32.
Oh no.
That's like 3 years left.
Oh, I
think he might be on his last year. It's also way too old.
Well, okay. I have also heard that time's
maybe he should.
down.
I think he should come with me.
Oh, to the top of Mount Fuji.
Yeah, I think this should be the trek that everybody takes when they get to about 32.
Find the God blood.
Go to Japan, dig down, find the God flesh.
You heard it here first. This has been Mulgrave.
This is me. Go to my website, Kickin and Spinnin with the Traveling Misfits. Fuck you and your time. Watch us.
It's a long URL.
Dig to the bottom of the earth.com.
All right, we'll be back with more Welcome to Earth after this.
It was good to meet you.
It's a pleasure, man.
Fucking good ass time.
Good ass time.
All right, where am I going?
Oh, just away. I think it was Saunter, but he is on hard drugs.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Welcome to Earth. We have had just a weird-ass episode today. We had Mark Cuban on, and that was odd. We've had Mulgrave on, and he was even stranger. They're both gone now, and I don't think we'll be coming back. We do, however, have one third and final guest today, and he is an ideas man. His name is Yogo Bogo. You know, I don't know that that's going to get any less weird, but he's sauntering up now with a cat in his hand.
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you.
Again.
Oh, that's right.
Wait.
It's me.
Is that Donkey?
It's me, Donkey Dave, bro.
It's Donkey Dave.
Donkey, bro. Well, it's not really me. I go by Yogo Bogo.
I was going to say, we introduced you as Yogo Bogo.
I'm an ideas man now, and this is my best friend, Felix. Felix, say hi. What a good boy. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck
All right, so...
He stinks like dirty shit.
All right, so Donkey Dave, for the people who... Here, let me put this pillow out because it's kind of funny. It's a visual gag.
So fucking funny, dude. Holy shit. Who is that guy?
This is just a guy.
I love
So, Donkey, for the people who haven't heard your previous episodes, you are a vampire, I think, who at least lives in a cave
Always.
with lots of bats, and you smoke so much reefer.
I'll smoke all the fucking weed. You know, we don't call it reefer anymore because that's problematic. Save the reefs. Hashtag.
It's only problematic because it's offensive to fish?
The fish, bro.
Okay.
And I know plenty of fish that would not like your use of language.
Okay, well,
They'd consider it
I don't...
fishy.
All right, so
That's a joke we do.
Yeah. I don't know that I would consider fish feelings when I make my jokes.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I know. I think I'm just gonna make
crazy.
that claim, and I'm gonna stick to it. I don't think I care what fish think.
I don't. Well, that's okay, bro. I'm chilling. I'm grooving.
Yeah.
I don't care about a thing.
Okay, good.
I'm an ideas man.
That is also your thing. You don't care about a thing. You're just a very loosey goosey guy.
So loosey goosey. Although geese, bro, I don't fuck with geese.
No.
The geese been coming after my bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
It got out last time I was on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned my bones. Old goose listened to the podcast. Now they're trying to come get my bones.
What did you mention about your bones? I don't
Probably
remember.
I have them.
Oh, just the fact that you have them in goose-like bones?
Geese like them bones. They want to build a structure.
So geese are intelligent enough to understand English and understand the concepts contained in the noises we make using English.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
And also that they're unaware that anybody else has bones. So when they heard that you had bones, they jumped at an opportunity to find somebody with bones.
Spot on.
Okay, well, I guess I should take this opportunity to inform the geese that I don't have bones.
He's a smart man right there.
My body is held up
Smart
by a
guy.
system of fluid-filled bladders.
Smart guy. Now listen, Zachary, I'm on the podcast today because I'm starting a business, okay?
Oh, okay.
I'm starting a business. I'm a little entrepreneur, a little bit of money spender. Got to spend money to make money. You got to make money
So
to
they say.
buy a weed.
And anything else, yeah.
Mostly weed, though, because I like forage in the forest. I don't need money for much else.
That's where you get your food.
And my supreme fashion.
You find fashion in the forest?
Yeah, that's right. Hanging from the trees.
Oh, so you're like going to campsites and stealing people's clothes that they're leaving up to dry?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. Well, it's theft.
That's where I get most of my great ideas from.
But there's also going to be a lot of naked campers walking around, not knowing what happened to their clothing.
Okay. I don't care. Listen, I'm just a cool, groovy dude.
Well, yeah. And who doesn't like to see some naked campers? But maybe the campers care.
Naked campers' butt, am I right? I'm a groovy dude.
So what about these campers' feelings? Do you consider them?
I don't. I want you to ask me about my business. I don't care about the campers one bit. I told you, I'm a carefree. I care about my supreme fashion. I care about my weed. And I care about the little bitty bats that live with me.
I'll ask you about your company. I just found it curious that you cared a lot about the fish feelings, but not about camper feelings.
They don't know it was me. Fish can hear
Fish
really
are
far.
friends, not food.
That's so wrong in so many ways.
Yeah?
They're not our friends.
Oh, my.
No, but they have very terrible fear of anger. So you make them angry, they get scared.
They get scared of their own anger.
They get so scared that they're angry, they run away, and then we're going to be gone with no fish any left.
I think I was right when I said that I wasn't sure that this conversation was going to get any less weird. But tell me about your business.
I'm on business, I'm an ideas man, which means, essentially, that I give you great ideas free of charge.
That's not a business.
Well, but here I take donations.
Oh,
My idea is so
that's
good.
a charity.
My idea is so good. Sometimes people are like, oh, take this, bro. Take this, bro. And then I take it, and I've been rolling in it, bro. I made $16 in the past 3.5 months.
Ooh, okay. Well, for you do not have a lot of expenditures, so maybe that's a good amount of money.
It's plenty of money. I bought frickin' so much weed. It was not good, filled with rat poison, but I pick it in and out. I know my way around some rat poison.
Where did
If
you
you know what I mean.
I don't know that I do. But feel free to tell me about how you know so much about rat poison, but also, where'd you buy this weed?
I buy my weed. I got my hookups in the forest, you know? There's a little bear man that comes by every other Wednesday. Every other Wednesday, and he walks through the forest and he goes, wait for sale. And I'm always like, yoo, grown bear boy.
Hey, you.
I got one of those. Oh,
Boys.
that's classic. I always go, yoo-hoo, and he comes all right. He's come sauntering up on his back legs, mind you. And when he's on his back legs, that's when you know he's in business mode.
Wait, what is he? I assumed he was a human.
He's a bear.
A bear, okay.
He's a bear.
Okay.
And sorry, I was worried.
Forgot about your trademark
I
class.
was worried I was losing my classic sound.
Yogo Bogo bringing it in for the win.
Well, Yogo Bogo bringing it in for the swoosh.
For the big swoosh.
You can call me Yogo Bogo. I call my Gogo Bogo right now.
Is that your business name?
My business name is Bogo Yogo because I don't want everybody.
No, it's not. It's Yogo Bogo.
It's Yogo Bogo. Because is that your show?
Yeah, well, at least that's what I've got written on my sheet.
I'm pretty sure it's Bogo Bogo.
It's Bogo Bogo. There's
Bogo,
there's not
Yogo,
even a yo.
Yo Bogo Bo.
Yo Bogo Bo.
Bogo. Go wait. Go. What?
Go wait.
Yobo go bo.
Yo ho ho.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of chum.
I think I've lost control here.
Oh, that's okay. Wait. I'm away from the bear boy,
Yeah.
and it comes by, and it always tells me.
Wait, I knew a bear boy.
You know a bear boy?
I've met a bear boy twice on this show.
What's his name?
His name is. I'm forgetting his name.
Josh, I see you swiping over there. What are you doing?
I
you
think Josh.
devious little
We've
chum?
had him on the show, so he'll be able to find him in no time.
Kid Jeffries?
Kid Jeffries.
Kid Jeffers. Oh my god! I don't know the bear's name, so that's crazy. but-
Well, he turns into a bear ass first,
yeah.
and
The bear always does walk into my yard backwards.
yeah, backwards.
No.
So maybe this is Kid Jeffries in his bear.
Maybe
moments.
I'll love a good crossover. That's crazy.
That'd be pretty
I
funny.
fucking love a crossover.
Yeah, it would
What's
be
your favorite crossover in time?
difficult to achieve with the costumes, but my favorite crossover in time. I don't know. I don't understand the question.
What's your favorite crossover in time?
I don't understand the question still.
Would you like me to repeat the answers?
Give me some choices, sure.
Favorite crossovers of all time: Jesus Christ, crucifixion. What's another crossover?
That's a crossover because it made a cross with the.
Yeah. Okay. Another crossover event. Favorite crossover in the event. There's
X-Men.
Oh, that's a good one. That's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
X-Men First Class, top tier. Whatever crossovers. I'm pretty sure that's it. Top two.
Those are the only two crossovers.
Yeah. What's your favorite one?
Probably X-Men.
What? Jesus Christ died for our sins, and
Yeah.
you're gonna give it to X-Men?
He died though. I like crossovers
But
that
then I
didn't
came
die.
back. But then I came back.
Yeah, but I like crossovers
Well,
that
that's a
didn't die.
comeback event, I guess. That's a totally different event.
Just like I like war heroes that weren't captured.
Whoa. Is that a reference to something?
Yeah, Trump said that about John McCain.
Donald Trump, he's a buddy of mine. I buy weed from him every other Thursday.
That guy does weed. I would assume he does cocaine. I didn't know that he did weed.
No, he tried cocaine one time. Yeah, me and old Donald, we walked into one of the towers, Trump Towers. And we were.
I didn't assume you meant the Twin Towers.
Well, that was a different story for a different time. He was on the set of Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. And we walked into the Trump Tower together, and he was like, "Hey, yo, you want to bump with this blow?" Turns out it was just crushed up Smartie powder, and he played a little prank on me.
Was it still good? I mean, Smartie powder is tasty.
I was so
Maybe not
high,
up the
I
nose.
could not even tell.
Well, that's good. That it did its job.
I'm an ideas man, all right? And so I give out ideas to people free of charge. Do you want an idea?
Yes, I want an idea for. I am trying to make it in the business of real estate, but I don't know how to distinguish myself. Can you give me an idea?
What's her name?
What's her name? Her name's Cheryl.
Cheryl?
My major competitor.
You're a
Yeah.
major competitor in real estate, and you're trying to establish yourself.
That's right.
As a real estate business or as a broker?
I want to both do business
You want to
as a broker.
Okay. Here's what you do. Here's my ideas. Let me play my famous idea jingle.
Go ahead.
Da-da-da. All right. Here's my famous ideas. Here's my idea.
You go out on the street, find somebody that's like walking around just looking for like somebody else, you know? They're usually like looking above the crowd, maybe on their tiptoes, looking left and right, maybe behind themselves. They're looking for somebody. Try to make eye contact. You swoop in there, you're like, hello, would you like to save the planet? And they obviously... And you hand them the piece of paper immediately. You just hand them a piece of paper, and they're like, "Oh, I don't even know what to." Like, they feel guilty. First of all, they feel guilty. Also,
Good.
Strong.
People have been feeling up my arm today.
It's right over there. I don't know why they wouldn't. And so, you know what I'm saying? There's, and then, you know, if they want to save the planet, they're a good person, all right? And you're already in. But they don't even know, but you're already sold. So then by that point, well, they grab the piece of paper from you, you're like, oh, would you mind signing here so that I can get you on film for my TikTok channel? And then when they sign it, you reveal that it was actually a fake contract. And you're taking their soul and all of their businesses under your own assets, and then boom, you're like basically done. Boom, that's a free idea.
I like that idea.
End of the idea.
I like that idea.
Thank you, Josh.
Can I donate to your idea?
Oh, please.
Oh, perfect.
I need to buy weed. Yeah. What are you handing me? Sorry, Felix. I owe you $2.39 from Roberto Reed. I know that guy. He was fucking cool. I buy weed from him every Tuesday.
So he gave you an IOU from Roberto?
Yo, Josh gave me an IOU from Roberto. That's cool. He's a groovy dude.
Thanks for the idea.
Yeah, for sure.
So wait, hang on. I'm trying to piece things together. How did this help me with my brokered business?
I don't know. I'm the ideas, dude. You're the one that's supposed to like think. I do ideas. You want another idea?
You generate an idea and I have to make it work.
Josh, you want an idea?
I've already got a good idea.
Hey, you can still ask me. I'll answer to that.
Okay, fine, but better not give me shit for it this time.
I never gave you shit.
All right, you want an idea? Give me something. Give me something to fix for.
All right, so I have a pond in my community here.
Yeah.
And in the wintertime, it doesn't get iced over enough to skate on, and I really would like to ice skate locally.
Oh my god, that's just a groovy thing to want.
Yeah, so I would love an idea as to how I can get it to freeze enough to skate on.
Oh, such a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Welcome to the idea segment of where I tell you my idea for how you solve this problem. Here we go. You want it to be cold enough? All you gotta do, first of all, call in a bomb threat. But not here. No. Don't say nothing now. You call in a bomb threat across town. Everybody's gone to across the town. That's when you set a fire nearby. You set a fire nearby, you spread the resources thin. You spread the county resources thin, you call in a fire over here. You call in an execution over here. You breed a flock of birds over here. All of a sudden, people are spread so thin they don't know what to do. That's when, at the final moment, you swoop in. You drain the swamp. You want...
I think you've been spending too much time with Trump.
You drain the swamp. That's what he always says. He says you gotta get a big old tube in there. You get a tube in there, and then you drain it out. You get less water in there. You turn it to ice yourself. You bring the ice back, put it on top. You solve the problem.
Oh, you just bring ice from somewhere.
Idea over.
Okay, so I won't even ask you where I get the ice that I can just slot into.
You want that? I got an idea. Where you get the ice?
Yeah. Also, how do I call in an execution?
Whoa, okay.
Being very diligent about starting and ending your segment.
Well, I don't know if I'm in it or out of it right now.
I think you're out of it. You have to go back in.
Okay, what do you need? I need to know first before I get too heavy.
Okay, well, firstly, how do I call in an execution? Because that was part of the last idea.
All right, calling it executions. Yeah. 3 steps to process.
Yeah.
1 person, you got to find a person to kill.
Yeah.
2, you got to find a funny hat.
You have to find a funny hat.
Yeah, executioner's got to look a little bit out of place, or else you don't know these executioners.
I thought usually they wear the hood with like the black hood with the little mask.
I feel like that's
the little gap with the eyes.
That's outdated. It's lame. You know?
Okay.
Got a funnier hat. One with like maybe one of those things that's like a Pikachu on your head or something. You know?
Sure.
And then
Japanese appropriation.
And then you gotta call your favorite hotline bling, and they'll figure out the rest for you.
My favorite hotline bling.
I'm out of the idea, man. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yep, fair. Okay, yep. You don't have to implement any of these things. Okay, so that was the first question. The second question I had was, where am I getting the ice that will perfectly slot in the my pond over here?
Oh, where are you gonna find the ice that perfectly slot in the pond? That's a good idea. Here's what you do.
Yeah.
First part of the plan. This is a 4-step plan. I'm sorry to make it so long.
That's fine.
But keep track. Keep up.
Okay, hang on. Let me.
Keep up. Okay, gotta keep up with the plan. All right, keep up. 4 steps. 4 steps. First step. That's after you drain the swamp, not the first step. This is the pre-step.
Okay,
drain the
pre.
swamp.
Drain.
And here's what you do.
Yeah.
You get a grant. You get a grant from the government to go on exploration. That's vague enough. You can go anywhere you want. You know what I'm saying? And then you get the grant for exploration. That's step 1. Keep up. All right. Step 2, the plan. You gotta bring a team of like-minded individuals together. All right. You gotta bring the team together. Give them a speech. One of these that goes like this. This is step 2.5. My fellow Americans, I need a team. Come with me. Iceman. All right. Step 3.
Yeah.
Once you have the team locked and loaded, ready to go.
Yeah.
You take them underground. Bury them deep. Nobody sees them
Take
again.
and bury.
You take them down, bury them deep. Nobody sees them again. Then, the next day, go to the North Pole, cut out a big chunk of ice, walk that bad boy home. Do-do-do.
Okay. So I've taken diligent notes on here.
You're writing that down? Oh my god.
I was. Okay, so
It's copyright.
no, you were giving me the idea. This is your business.
Oh,
All right, so the pre-step was drain the swamp. Step 1 was get an exploration grant.
From the government.
From the government. Step 2 was bring a team together. Step 2.
Like-minded individuals.
Of like-minded
Mind
individuals.
you. Oh, yeah.
Then step 2.1 was give an inspirational speech, and I've forgotten how it's supposed to go.
It goes like this. My fellow Americans. Oh, come with me.
My fellow miracles. Step number 3 was take and bury the team underground,
Oh, that's not a good idea.
and then go to the North Pole,
Yeah, that'll work.
and then get some ice and bring it back here.
Yeah.
Step 1 and 2 were kind of nothing. It's all really in step
Whoa.
3.
Well, right. But it all comes together.
The pre-step didn't even
That's
really
why it's
matter.
free. I'm giving you free ideas, bro.
Yeah, I know, but steps
Donations.
Pre-step-
Donations will take in.
step pre 1 and 2 and 2.1 are irrelevant because we don't even have a team by the time we're going to the North Pole. We've buried them underground. And draining the swamp doesn't even really
Well, that
matter
wasn't-
because once we put in the huge amount of ice, the water will just go elsewhere. It'll be all right.
What do you want from me? Do you want to? You want me to say that's not a good idea? That I came up with it on the spot?
It's a genius idea. I just feel like there was extraneous steps. That's all.
Every snake has extra legs until you take them off.
That's a centipede.
It's a millipede.
It's a millipede? Wait a second. There's a centipede which has 10 legs. Because it's like 10 cents.
No, I think it's supposed to be like 100, but none of them have exactly that
Whoa,
many.
brain blast. Du-du-du. All right, here's my idea. We take all the legs from the centipedes. We take all the legs from the millipedes.
Turn them into snakes.
We give them to me. I have 100 legs now.
What are you going to do with those legs?
I'm gonna walk around, man. Take some weight off of his shoulders. I'm carrying a lot over here, all right? Do-do-do.
All right. So, well, thank you for that idea. All right. So I think we maybe have time for 1 or 2 more ideas. Is that all right with you?
No, I've got only 1 more or 2 left.
Okay, good. All right. So I think there's a niche in the market, in the American market for
Some pronounce it niche.
niche. There's a niche. There's a niche in the market for a cheese that is both disgusting and natural. So we've got natural cheeses like cheddars. They're great. We've got unnatural cheeses like string. What do you call it? What's the squeezy cheese?
Squeezer.
No, what's the squeezy cheese?
Easy cheese.
Easy cheese.
Is it cheese?
Yeah, we've got the easy cheese, fake and disgusting. I think there is a niche in the market for natural and disgusting. So what's your idea for making this come to fruition?
All right. All right. Here we are. Welcome to my segment. That's where I give you an idea on how to make easy cheese, both disgusting and easy.
And easy.
How's the first part?
I think it's natural and disgusting. That's what we're looking for.
I totally didn't hear when you said that. Okay.
Yeah, natural and disgusting.
All right. Natural and disgusting is it cheese. Natural and disgusting. All right, here we go. First step. This is a 3-step plan.
Do I need to take notes?
No, don't take notes. This one should be memorized off the top, okay? Don't you write anything down.
I have a terrible memory.
Here's my plan. Here's my idea. Because I'm an ideas man. And this is my cat, Felix. My idea for this. Natural. Go to your nearest Kroger. Find Mr. Kroger. He will give you the resources you need to find the map that will find the other map that will find a rock. And this is the rock that you'll need. Bring it to me. Bring me this rock. Mr. Kroger will give you a map that finds the map that finds the map that finds the rock. Once I have that rock, I will tell you where to find the cheese. You will find it in the grocery store. You must ask the cheese lady. The cheese lady will give you her favorite cheese. Maybe her number 2. Uh-oh. You fall in love. You fall in love with the cheese lady, and it was never meant to be this way. All you wanted was a fresh and natural easy cheese. But you accidentally went too far, and you fell in love with the cheese lady. You have to break her heart. Oh no, she was in with the CIA the whole time. She wants to take you in, but she loves you too. It's a terrible breakup. You think about her forever. You go downstairs and find the team that you hid underground and buried them there. You find your team of like-minded individuals.
Wait, this is part of the other plan?
You put them back together. Bring back the team to find my love, the cheese lady. I never learned her name.
Okay, I don't know that I kept up with all of that. So basically, this was all one step. You said it was going to be 3 steps.
That's one step. But you just gotta walk.
It's one step that contains all the relevant information, but 2 extra steps telling you to walk.
Is one step, are you walking, or do you need 2 steps to start walking? Or is that walking yet? Is 3 steps walking?
I feel like if you said 1 step was walking, that would be fine.
I think that's walk.
Sure, yeah.
To walk once.
Yeah.
To walk.
Yeah. So basically, you have 1 step currently that says go to Kruger, find Mr. Kruger.
Find Kruger.
He'll show you to the map, which will show you to the map, which will show you to the map, which will show you to the rock, which you need to give to Donkey Dave, which he will...
Yogo Bogo.
Oh, Yogo Bogo. Which
you can
will
call me Donkey Dave. That's fine. I'm bringing it in for the Switch.
All right, so bring it to Donkey Dave. And then he will show you to a cheese lady, and you'll have to break her heart.
No. You gotta fall in love first.
You gotta fall in love first. Then,
but it was an accident. You never meant to.
Yeah, you didn't mean to fall in love with her.
No.
But you have to break her heart.
Wow.
And then you need to dig up the team from the other idea.
No. You missed a step. You gotta fall in love.
This is all one step.
And then you broke her heart.
And then she's in the CIA.
But turns out she's in the CIA. She wants to take you in. You can't go.
Yeah, I
with
missed
them.
all that.
So you gotta go into hiding underground, find the team, like-minded, put it together, and then something else.
Yeah. Then you have to dig up the team and find her. And
Bring the team back together. That's right. Do it again.
All right. So I think we might be out of time.
No, that's okay, man.
Can you do one more idea? But it has to be fast.
Okay.
Like lightning fast.
It's a book, but you read it with your mind.
Fantastic.
It's a book, but you read it with your legs.
All right.
One more. It's a book, but you read it with your eyes.
All right.
But this time the book is super flat, one big page.
All right.
You know, he accepts donations. Why don't you donate something?
I did accept donations.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much for coming on, Yogo Bogo / Donkey Dave.
That's right, bringing it in for the swoosh.
For the big swoosh. All right, so I'd like to thank all of our previous guests. I've now ruined my boogie board by jotting down notes for you. Oh, wow. So I believe it was Mulgrave was the traveler and writer.
Mark Cuban.
And Mark Cuban. I would like to give a big shout out to Mark Cuban for being on the pod.
He never came back.
It would have been nice to have him come back because I'd be curious to hear about his exploits as a preschool teacher.
Doing like a third act swing, but I think I was just too good. You know?
It was really good, all of these ideas you were coming up with, but also it was the costumes.
The costumes. What do you mean?
Yeah. So thank you all very much for listening to this episode of Welcome to Earth. Please go to, we've got all sorts of social media going on now.
I follow you online.
We have our biggest presence on Instagram at Welcome to Earth _podcast.
That's right.
We also now have a Twitter, which is at Earth's _podcast.
You guys are on Twitter? That's so not woke.
I know.
Wait, is it? I don't know. There's like porn on Twitter now. Should we?
There's always been porn on
Should you
Twitter.
guys post porn? Maybe you'll get a follower.
Maybe we'll start doing porn.
That's pretty good.
We're also on YouTube, and we're having more highly produced things on YouTube coming up. We've got shorts. We've got live video that you can go watch on YouTube. You can find us at Welcome to Earth _podcast. We're also on Reddit. We're just kind of all over
Just
the
like
picture.
look around.
Just
you
look
know?
for us.
That's
You'll
crazy.
find us. Send a
You can
signal out in
You
the
can
sky.
follow me on LinkedIn. I am Donkey Dave. Bringing it in.
That's part of the your
Donkey
handle.
Dave, bring it in. Yeah, that's right. Ideas, man.
I think you should actually make that. If that doesn't exist, you should make that.
I'll be right. I'll make it up.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
it. All right, so just find us there. We're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, so if you can rate us on those platforms, give us 5 stars or whatever, and a review, that would be very helpful, and I would love you
Tell me
forever.
what you think of my ideas.
And tell us what you think of the show.
And where can we find each of you individually?
Each of us individually. Well, Roberto isn't here to defend himself, so I'll tell you
Where did
that
he
you
go?
you can find him on Instagram at Roberto Reed Comedy, and you can find me on Instagram at Jackery Pumpkin. And that's about it. Thanks very much for listening. We'll catch you next time on Welcome to Earth.